Of all of the Kamigawa brews I have, this is probably the one I have the least confidence in, but is definitely what I'm excited for. Um, the big idea here is that Consulate Dreadnought is a pretty powerful card that has a lot of deck building restrictions. It's a 1 mana 7/11 vehicle, but it costs 6 to crew it. But now with a new card from Neo, we have Mech Hanger, which can crew the Consulate Dreadnought for 4 mana, which is a lot. 3 in tap, which is a lot. But also Nettle Cyst and then all your affinity creatures also means that you can crew this, like your constructs from Saga 2. I also feel like I feel like this gets crewed with not that much difficulty. At least is the theory, right? That's the theory. And it's also an Urza Saga target. So again, I don't know that this deck is going to be good. But I'm excited for it. When I was building this deck, I found that like splashing a color while you're playing Mech Hanger and the artifact lands, which I think are pretty important in the all-in affinity list, and Urza Saga, I think it's like pretty tough, right? Because like you need you need the affinity lands really badly. You need like 8 artifact lands. Obviously, you can play like the tap duels, but those are worse. I think you play the Mech Hanger, so it's really tough to play a colored spells in this deck. You could play like blue sources over the factories, and then you could play Thought Monitor and then blue sideboard cards. But I'm trying like this just all colorless version, and you also get Factory, which is definitely like a good card in the archetype. Is Giganta a free roll off drum? I guess it is. Yeah, I guess it is. I'm just gonna submit though. But yeah, we should have it. We should have it. Okay, we do have the Mech Hanger here. Very slow hand, though. But I think it's like this being like a fine Urza Saga hand, I do think makes it a keep. And I can get the Dreadnought off the Saga here. Yeah, the Neo cards aren't up on Stream Decker, but I can pull like what I have of this list up, I guess. Okay, this is maybe going to end up being a, oh, super punished for not playing the Ornithopter too. Jeez. But this is maybe going to be a, Shadow Spear game, of course. Could cycle this turn. Probably want to hold on to it. And then so if I cycle this companion, that does make my Saga token bigger next turn, which is pretty relevant. Can also chump block here. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think I'm on board for the cycle of companion, and I guess Treasure Vault is strictly better than Citadel game 1, but it shouldn't really matter that much. Okay, that also grows the Saga token. The blue 3/4 drop that animates another vehicle consideration. What's the name of that card? I thought that card copied a creature. Mobilizer Mech. Yeah. What is can someone copy paste the text of Mobilizer Mech in chat? There you go. Whenever this becomes crewed, up to one other vehicle you control becomes crewed. And it's at 3/4, crew 3. Yeah, maybe this is the direction to go. Maybe that's the direction to go. I do feel like splashing color is tough, but I might try it with Mobilizer Mech. Definitely another card I missed. Yeah, it doesn't seem bad. Well, I mean, I'll just take 4, then I'll Shadow Spear them. And I can make a token then Shadow Spear, right? Yeah. Can you deal me 10 damage, opponent? It is possible, but pretty unlikely. Spit 2, 20 months. Let's go. Oh, yeah, Mech Hanger does fix for it. That's actually a huge point. Yeah, maybe we'll just try that next. Maybe we'll try that next. I think I'm resubmitting here. Could bring in, no, let's bring in Welding Jar. Yeah, bring in the jars. Gingerbread does gain life. Let's trim a Dreadnought. Trim a Midnight. So that card's Mobilizer Mech. Maybe cut the cranial plating. Just lean on Nettle Cyst, and then we can go like -1 Frogmite, -2 Enforcer, pretty easy. I'm a little bit worried about the Crew 3. It's probably not that tough. This ability is also like only works with the Dreadnought, but you know you have 4 Dreadnoughts and 4 Sagas to find Dreadnought, so that's maybe not so tough. And then if you play blue lands, we have 12 blue sources for this, which ideally you'd like to get that number up a little bit, but is not necessarily unworkable. Okay, let's keep this. Can't quite Frogmite on turn 1. Put back second Saga. Keep Enforcers to crew for 3. Okay, well, what do you want to play? Yeah, so just Enforcers over Frogmites. It makes some sense. Telegraphed Exemplar. I think your mana is stretched too thin if you also want a Mech Hanger. Yeah, I'll try this colorless version for now, but I do think that idea makes some sense to me. Okay, so we'll go Bobble Treasure Vault Drum Pass. If we're accruing, should also be running Thopter. What? Oh, okay, Ornithopter? Yeah, you need Ornithopter. You need the 0 mana artifacts with all these affinity cards, right? With 7 drops in the deck, is Emrakul really needed? Well, the idea behind like the Emrakul in the sideboard here is like you're a colorless deck. You don't actually have like that many good sideboard cards. So like Emrakul being like a good sideboard card, or at least like flexible in the sense that it is you know, helps you beat the mill matchup, I think is important. I can Enforcer here, right? They don't have anything. Oh, Smuggler's Copter, not Thopter. I'm addicted to Emrakul in the sideboard. And Emrakul is just like the most underplayed sideboard card in Modern. Like Mill is a really good deck. Okay, so next turn I can Saga token. I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 artifacts if I don't crack the Bobble. So I can crew this off of the Saga token, and then I can attack for 11, 13. It's not too bad. Not quite lethal. Okay. So now I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 itself. So I can just pop the Bobble because I'm unlikely to be able to crew the Dreadnought, or I can try to draw a 1 or 0 mana artifact to crew the Dreadnought. Yeah, I think I'll just take the draw. It's kind of a funny draw. Well, we might as well crew with the Enforcer here. The artifact lands? Oh yeah, sorry, I did miscount it. I thought I was counting the artifact land. I don't know which card I was missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, sorry. I think I wasn't counting the Dreadnought itself for some reason. But I definitely was counting the Treasure Vault. This is exciting. This is really exciting. I was thinking about this deck idea yesterday, like the Dreadnought and Affinity. And I was kind of thinking that this has maybe always been like somewhat viable, like as a as an Urza Saga target. And I thought about trying it off stream last night, but I decided it was just gonna be better to wait till Mech Hanger was legal. It's realistic with the 4 months. Appreciate you. This is the first deck. I had a blue-white like Nassif style affinity list I played last league. I have a lot of these. I have a lot of artifact brews, and I think all of them are gonna take some time, take some tuning. But I'm pretty excited for this one. Yeah, I can't quite get the job done here. All right, 1-0, undefeated with the new brew, huh? Okay, so what are you doing about this hand? What did my opponent reveal? They revealed a Luris. Probably like keeping Min-Might against Luris. They can attack with Factory on turn 2, or I can maybe play out my artifact clans for Affinity. We'll see what happens. It's not in the list. Yeah. Stream Decker doesn't have any Neo cards yet. Probably playing against Mill. Like Crew 6, only getting for 7 feels a little funky from design perspective, like diminishing returns. I mean, a one mana vehicle that has Crew 6 is kind of designed to like, you're supposed to like kind of cheat on the crew a little bit, you know what I mean? Well, who's laughing at the Emrakul and the sideboard now, huh? Yeah, it costs. The thing is that it also costs 1 mana, right? Unfortunate to have like this slow of a start against the Mill deck. I saw that they were playing Luris though, and I kind of thought that we wanted to have a kind of grindier hand. Get in for 1 though. But this Nettle System will be pretty big, and then we're gonna get the companions down. We're not that soft to Tasha's, so maybe it can be okay. Show me a game with Emrakul. I'll eat your words. If you watch like, I've been playing a lot of Boros Stoneblade with Emrakul in the sideboard. I've won the Mill matchup plenty of times with the Emrakul on the board. Emrakul is the best sideboard card against Mill. It's not, it doesn't automatically win the game, but it is pretty good. Okay, I don't have any basic lands in the deck chat, but do they know that? Fuck. Open punished, huh? We could play a wastes. Yeah, Emrakul's won me mini games. Play a Mountain of Gigantha as a companion. We have a Springleaf Drum. I think we probably should have Gigantha as a companion. Someone noted that before we started the league. I was kind of like a little lazy to add it. Don't play Waves, can't find Waves off beside you. Okay, so I should play like Swamp. Or your Mountain for Gigantha. Yeah, it's probably relevant. The thing is you have to cut a Factory, and I'm like, if we cut Factory, is Surgical Nettle Cyst? Nope. Also, like, why does nobody draw step Surgical? I just keep having my opponents main phase their Surgicals, and I don't understand. Okay, so we're gonna have 4 artifacts in play after we play this Min-Might, which is 1 short of casting these guys. I might end up just getting another Citadel. Is Gigantha really better than a card? Yes, Gigantha is better than a 15 sideboard card, especially because we're colorless. Our sideboard isn't like that strong, anyways. But yeah, Gigantha is like, I don't know why people still even ask these kind of questions. Yeah, Companion is better than 15 sideboard card. But it also doesn't come up that often. It's really not that big a deal either way, to be honest. All right, turn 4, 3 mana, 4/4. I guess I should have cast this, but it doesn't. I'm not gonna artifact cycle them at this point in the game. Spire of Industry too much cost for these decks. I have Spire of Industry in a couple of my lists. I don't think every version wants them. This list is all colorless, so like you wouldn't inspire. Is Warping Whale worth the sideboard slot? Good against Hammer and Belcher. I mean, it's good against Cascade decks too. Maybe an interesting thought. Push him in might. So now I have 3 artifacts. I can still cast one of these next turn though. I have 13 cards left in my library. Free cast. Oh, they have another drown. Inventor's Fair. Okay, I'm kind of into the first copy of Inventor's Fair. That's a good suggestion. I think, well, it's like we'd be cutting a factory, but I mean, Fair seems pretty good. Just like the free life every turn, right? I guess, yeah, you're not really popping it that often, I guess is the problem, huh? Tap, 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 tap. Archive trap. Okay, bring in the Emrakul. Probably want the first relic. I'm gonna trim 1 Ornithopter. I really like these for the Tashas and all that stuff. Maybe I'll trim 1 Dreadnought too. Just bring in the whole 75, why not? Well, I don't want to have Gut Shot in my deck against Mill. I'm not that interested in Needle. Although Needle's not that bad, I guess, against the Field of Ruin, which is pretty good against me. Yeah, play Needle over a Bobble. Wanting to keep in the Ornithopter? Well, I think that trimming an Ornithopter is fine. I think trimming an Ornithopter is fine. Yeah, it's also like you have a really bad ratio of lands and spells. I think it's generally something you don't want to do. So next I get Ornithopter, tap a mana for Frogmite, 0 mana Frogmite, then I'll have 5 artifacts, and I'm 1 short 4 Enforcer. So if I draw an artifact land or a 0 mana artifact, I do get to dump my hand here. Am I going to grow a mullet anyways? I don't think so, no. On account of me hating fun is the main reason. Seagate Wreckage, yeah. Obviously, there's a lot of colorless options, right? I think Mistress Factory is maybe better than all the other options, but you guys are definitely swaying me to reconsider my options. So stage you good in green-white taxes with Arbiter. I mean, there's some synergy there. I don't think that'd probably be super competitive. Yeah, we did lose game 1. Draw was a bit clunky. But we have an Emrakul on the sideboard. We're playing against Mill, so it's hard to, and we're playing a fast deck, so it's hard to feel too bad. Obviously, you can still lose. I would like to draw, obviously draw land, slam a Nettlecyst. Yeah, Shelldock is pretty standard of Mill. They don't usually play 4, but they usually play like 2 to 3, right? My opponent's sure been pretty good with these surgical extractions, huh? My opponent sure has like they've really surgical extractioned well. What can I say? Main phase, grab the card in my hand. Surgical extraction twice. It's yeah, very good luck with their surgical extractions, huh? Yeah, kind of sus. That's all I'm saying is kind of sus. Or another slapping where they taken the advice to surgical draw step? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I thought we didn't accuse here. Yeah, we don't, but, we sometimes point out super freaking sus plays like that. You know what I mean? I didn't say anything the first time. Obviously, it's not 100% to be ghosting, but sure does kind of feel like it. All right, Tasha's, did they hit the Emrakul? I don't see it. They did exile like 30 cards, though. Which I guess makes more sense because they surgical the thought monitors too. That being said, we still have the Emrakul in the deck. Unless I missed it. Yeah, I don't think I did. So I think we're pretty... They need another Tasha's to kill me. I think opponents generally playing right there is sus. Yeah, I mean, they should be draw stepping, but... It happened twice, you know. I didn't say anything the first time. I think it makes some sense to comment on it the second time, but it doesn't really matter either way. Yeah, I could also... I mean, if we draw the Emrakul, that means we're probably winning the game, because we have lethal next turn. No, so they didn't mill 30, they milled 26. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, so they did surgical. I mean, them surgically, the Mirror Enforcers does make sense with them having the Tashas. So that is definitely like evidence for them not ghosting, right? If they have second Tashas, we're probably dead. Oh, I guess we still have the Emrakul in the deck though. So we still have the Emrakul in the deck. So maybe we don't die. And maybe they hit the Emrakul here. They're pretty likely to if they Field of Ruin first. Okay, 3 more looks at the Emrakul. To get, 15 cards back in the library. Still missed. 7 cards left in the deck, though. Okay, there we go. There we go. So they're going to draw 3. No, they just float a blue. I stifled the trigger. Who was it? Who was the chatter who said, if Emrakul wins you a game, I'll eat my words? Does anybody feel like eating their words in the chat? Any word eaters out there? Maybe just 61. Yeah, I actually want the Ornithopter over the Bobble. Kind of sus that Emrakul works into that. Yeah. Maybe I was wrong, right? But it definitely sus. I'll eat my words too, huh? We're all word eaters today. This hand kind of sucks. Think of them all again. This hand's better for sure. Trying to think. We probably just keep the mech hanger over the factory. 1, 2, and then we can go turn 2 plating Frogmite. Then I can equip onto the Frogmite crew, then equip onto the Dreadnought. Have activated Mech Hanger. We haven't activated it yet. We have crewed the Dreadnought. It looked pretty good. This is only our second match, right? Only our second match. Yeah, so can't quite Frogmite. But I can play I can go plating 0 mana Frogmite next turn. They have a second crab. I do. Is there any reason to use Emrakul? Yeah, it has a higher mana value, so like it is somewhat relevant for Tasha's. Like that last turn. It doesn't really matter that much though. The plating should be pretty good here. I mean, next turn I can go. Yeah, maybe we should be on more platings because like I didn't really realize this interaction too much. But we can go like equip onto Ornithopter, crew the Dreadnought, then we get to re-equip and then still attack with the Dreadnought. I'm playing 4 Nettlesys. The idea is that Nettlesys will crew the Dreadnought too. And maybe that is better. Okay, 1 Emrakul activation, and they don't have a surgical for it, which is huge here. Okay, shock's down to 16. Blue-black. Is it Crypt Incursion? They only hit 1 creature. Yeah, I kind of feel like they have Crypt Incursion. They realize they only have 1 creature in the yard. No, just Glimpse, Emrakul trigger. Any word eaters in the chat? We love our word eaters, don't we, chat? Yeah, the Dreadnought's pretty sick tech. I'm pretty excited about this brew. I'm Pelucranos, word eater. Is that land relay puts us over the top? So this is what I was thinking about the other day, right? Is that I think Mech Hanger put the Dreadnought on, like, obviously put it on my mind, put it on a lot of people's mind. We haven't activated Mech Hanger. I don't think you actually probably end up activating Mech Hanger that often. I think the Dreadnought has just kind of secretly been like a good option for this deck the whole time, and gets powered up by the Hanger, of course. That's kind of my sneaking suspicion here, that you probably won't activate Hanger that often, but it is a nice option though, right? Like it just makes like the floor of this card, you know, higher, which is important. Drown the Ornithopter, main phase for no real reason, right? Not sure what the reason was, at least. So equip here. Oh, sorry, I should have equipped onto the Frogmite. Oh, this is fine. I just move here, then move the spear on the Frogmite. We have 2 lethal creatures there. It should be fine. Okay, 2-0. 2-0 with colorless Dreadnought Affinity. Probably can't mulligan a good Urza Saga hand like this. Turn 1 Triome. Let's play Citadel Go. They're playing Reclamation? Kind of think that they are. Probably not a great matchup. Might leave this bobble. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I was thinking I'm making a token this turn. I'm obviously casting the plating here. Okay, getting countered. I think I'd probably leave this bobble uncracked for the time being. It's a pretty good play. So this is 3 artifacts. This costs 4 mana. Yeah, definitely playing against Reclamation. Maybe I was supposed to play Mech Hanger. No, not this turn. Really good for us that they don't have a Reclamation here. I'm obviously making a big old token, and I think I'm getting a Dreadnought. And then this costs 2 mana. So assuming the Springleaf Drum resolves, I do get to Mirror Enforcer. Yeah, I did win the trophy race. Broke the record too. Oh, I was definitely supposed to play this Saga. Sorry. I was definitely supposed to play the Saga here. Oh, the next turn I could maybe just activate Mech Hanger. We'll see. Should we just sit for 7? This doesn't have haste. This came into play this turn. Gain control of the construct. Okay. Did you show the actual trophies yet? Not yet. I was going to do it yesterday that I couldn't stream. And I was going to do it today. But Esther is working from the office today, so we're waiting. Opponent is deep in the tank, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My opponent says, 1 sec, dude. Cat puked on everything. Okay, I'm going to get a drink then, everybody. Make sure your cat's not puking everywhere.
What's up? It's me, your friend, Aspiring Spike.
Okay, resolved. Still can't cast this. Cost 2. Trying to think if I'm going to pop the bobble. Probably will pop the bobble now. Or on their turn, right? Cracking an already open beer. It's a LaCroix. LaCroix. Pretty good. So I can Mech Hanger. I can also Mistress Factory and just smear and force a Mistress Factory crew. I'm not really that interested, I think, in... I'm not really that interested, I think, in... I'll do this so I have the Enforcer untapped. I'm not interested in casting the Nettle System to counter magic. But we did it, chat. We activated Mech Hanger. Mission accomplished. The deck, I mentioned that I didn't have like the highest hopes for this deck going into this league. It was an idea, like an itch I kind of needed to scratch, you know what I mean? But it's actually seemed pretty good so far. It's actually seemed like pretty solid so far. Like next turn I get to activate Saga, crew the Consulate, attack. Talos for 20 months, appreciate you. Not that this game's over or anything, but like it could very easily lose. Yeah, we also were talking about the blue version with that other card, but I feel like that card might not be necessary. It's kind of my current opinion. Okay, so they drew that for turn. They're casting it. Now they're casting Reclamation. Their hand is Castle Vantress, 3 mystery cards, and they have the Deluge to flashback. And they also have the Nexus. Okay, we're probably going to lose this game. Glad my opponent's playing fast, though. Okay, they must have shuffled away the castle and I missed it. This thing is we have 11 points of damage next turn. 12 if we can activate Factory, which we might be able to. Or sorry, 13. 13. I guess if they have Fire Ice here, we're pretty toast to... Trying to think if there's going to be any way we can just get a little extra damage. I guess we have the Nettle Cyst, but there's like, the Nettle Cyst just isn't resolving. You know what I mean? I think it's not. Okay, so let this trigger resolve. So what are the chances I can win this game if they don't have Counterspell here? JJ, I think with 7 months, like I can cast the Nettle Cyst and just not play around Counterspell. I really think they have one though. They can also have Fire Ice to still stop me. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to make a big token. Make a big token first. Cast Nettle, crew the 7-11, move it over. Yeah, but again, that just plays so poorly into Counterspell. I think that this is probably going to be a bit wiser. Yeah, then I also get to Factory, so I'm attacking for 13 here, which is not too bad. Yeah, they did have the Counterspell, so at least we feel somewhat vindicated there, right? I should probably kill the Renin 6 because they have the Triome. So my options are to attack them for 13, just like not that relevant of a number, as opposed to just deny them a draw from the Triumph, which does feel pretty relevant. Yeah, Dreadnoughts look pretty good so far. I've been actually, like, surprisingly impressed by it so far. Kind of feel like it's maybe been secretly good this whole time. You did a second draw off the Triumph? Yeah, that's why I killed the Renin 6. Right? Yeah, yep. I definitely said all that. Oh boy. Engineer, continuing the good sub. Thank you for that. Do we get any other cue cards? Not in this version, but in the other Affinity versions for sure. Okay, so my opponent just like immediately tapped 3 mana, then untapped it. Again, I don't think I'm supposed to jam the Nettle Cyst. Just gonna make another big token. And then grab a Shadow Spear. Yeah, grab a Shadow Spear. Equip Shadow Spear onto the big construct. Crew the Dreadnought. Yeah, I think that I think they have a charm. Wait, if they steal my Dreadnought, I could just tap it the Springleaf Drum. Okay, yeah, I thought it would have been with the cycle. Is it worth running more plating? That card seems crazy in the deck. Well, the idea is that Nettle Cyst is a bit better than plating, is my thinking, because this can come down and immediately crew the Dreadnought, right? But Cradle Plating is very good. I would never like. Wait, why are they bolting this? I mean, resolves. Yeah. Of course it's very good, right? But I'm still sure. I'm not sure how you find room. It's kind of what I'm saying. You could maybe trim some of these. Like you could maybe go down to like I might have too many of the 7-drops. Okay, so we tap the construct here. And then we can send in with the team. They do have 3 blockers. I think I send these at Ren 6 because again, just like letting them draw cards is very toxic on the sports state. And so like they have to lose 2 sharks here if they want. They have to put a shark here. They have to lose their other sharks if they want to save their Ren 6, which they do want to do. So I mean, I think whatever attack just that makes them block with everything is probably was the correct line, huh? Yeah, I was seeing if this could crew itself. Definitely a weird interaction. No attacks from opponent. 3 cards in their hand. Are they going to float mana? They are going to float mana. I'm getting serious F6 reside in Welding Jar. Well, I built my opponent's deck, and they don't play any Unholy Heats, so I should mostly be. I should in theory be fine. But yeah, I know I shouldn't be F6. Why not come 4/4 to play around Charm? That was maybe better, but you know they can block the 4/4 so much easier, right? Like if I give my opponent infinite time and just try to play around everything, I am going to lose this game too. It could crew itself as recently as Tuesday. They changed the rules for Nia. Wow, I didn't know that. Okay, this is a huge sign of weakness. This cycle will make a 2/2. Ginger Brute. So maybe this is the turn to cast the Nettle Cyst. Kind of feels like it is. They have Counterspell plus Charm and 4 mana, good for them. Because they're not playing my list because they're playing Snapcaster. So does me equipping onto my token kill them? 9/9 trample. 9/9 trample, then I can either attack with. Well, I guess I could. Yeah, sorry, it's just gonna be 9/9. 9/9 trample. In order to equip, I have to tap a Mirror Enforcer. So I can't crew the Dreadnought. They have 1, 5, 7. Just move Shadow Spirit. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that. But it's not lethal. Wait, why are they blocking with 8 toughness? Or they're blocking with 8 power, but they could just... Oh, sorry. Wait, what did I miss? I thought they only had 8 power. Okay, obviously I should have welding jarred there. Obviously I should have welding jar. I thought that they had only 8 power in front. I just miscounted. Obviously I should have looked a little closer. Yeah. Although we're not beating double reclamation memory deluge. I think either way this is too much. Yeah, sorry, I miscounted. Okay, let's bring in the rest of the jars. 8 toughness, 9 power. Yeah, I just miscounted. I thought it was 8 powers. Or 8 power, 7 toughness. Okay, bringing in the rest of the jars. I think we trim baubles. Yeah, that was game 1. Isn't plating lethal with Brute? I'm not ever resolving plating there. My opponent is about to get to go reclamation into deluge flashback into like just find any counterspell there, right? Jar seems pretty bad. They're gonna bring in Force of Vigor. They're gonna bring in Force of Vigor. Needle for Ren? Maybe. I'm probably down for that. Just the one over the bauble. Relic? Okay, I guess. Alright, we can bring in a relic too, huh? Get the baubles out of here completely. This feels like a fine hand. I get to go. I get to put 5 permanents in the play on turn 1. Then turn 2, play Saga, attack for 4. And then my Saga token on turn 3 probably cruise the Dreadnought, or at least with some help with the Midmites. Think about Lantern of the Lost First Relic. I typically like Relic more. How can we see the Moonsnare list? You can see the one I played earlier in the Stream Decker by typing !Dex. I'm also gonna be posting these all to Twitter soon, and Channel Fireball. They're gonna be out there. Maybe in a slightly more refined state too. There's our mech hanger. So we get in for 4, and the next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the Saga is exact. The Saga token. Oh, come on. Well, I did bring a Needle. I'd probably still just make a token here, right? Because if they want to kill my token, but then they let me crew with the construct if they do, so like this hits them for 7. And like the token is still going to trade with the Saga this anyways, right? Just they use the mana now instead. Anything for Nusa and Death Shadow? Kaito might actually be like a good enough reason to play something over Luris, but we'll see. We'll see. Was Moonstar good? I liked it. I thought it felt pretty good. Okay, I think we make another token here. I know we can go for Mech Hanger, but I think it's probably better to get the value. And then we can get Welding Jar. We can get Ginger Brute. We can get Needle for another explosives. Would probably be better to get a Welding Jar if we were going to do that. I kind of like Ginger Brute since, well, maybe it's better to get Springleaf Drum, actually. Because right now I can't animate the Mech Hanger without drawing a land. How do I crew if I get Brute? Oh, I've got the Mech Hanger, but I think I actually need to get the Springleaf Drum. And then I can play a second Dreadnought here. What's nice about second Dreadnought is next turn I get to go Mech Hanger, crew Dreadnought, and if they like steal it or if they tap it, I can just crew the other Dreadnought. I meant I would have enough power to crew. Oh, if I do get Ginger Brute, I can crew? Maybe that was the line then. This costs 2 mana. Well, I guess I should go Animate Factory. Yeah, Animate Factory. Then cast Companion. Maybe I should have tapped the Mech Hanger. Yeah, I definitely should have tapped the Mech Hanger. Some growing pains with the deck, huh? I guess it's actually just better to make this artifact as it grows the construct. If I'm going to tap that anyways. Yeah, I think Mishra's Factory crewing with a companion with a 4/4 probably means that this is the colorless land card. Yes, yeah. This is the colorless utility land we want. Crew both now. We could, yeah. I think it was better to just go to combat, and if they steal my Dreadnought, I can crew the other Dreadnought. I think that's probably just better to attack with the construct, right? Feels good. Feels good. This deck's pretty exciting. Go to game 3. We saw that they brought it in explosives. I could maybe bring in a second needle. One needle's probably fine. Could we maybe go down to Mech Hangers 2-3? Well, I think that they're good. Or good enough to play. Like, it might be the case that those are the worst land, but... Yeah, it could be the case that you want to trim a Mech Hanger. Affinity Spike, I'm feeling okay. The more that time goes on, the less we'll get these questions, and the more people will understand that I just like to build decks in Modern. I don't really care about the archetype. Would I play over the Hanger? There's tons of colorless options. You can play like a Inventor's Fair we were talking about. You can play less lands. You can play. Someone talked about the land that lets you draw a card for 3 mana, but that card's probably not that good. But it says devastating Dreadnought. I can see the YouTube video already. It's funny. Piano thing with 14 months. Appreciate you. Am I running color mana? I know this is a completely colorless version. Obviously, you could build it differently, but I felt like with the Mech Hangers, it was really hard to get any colored mana in the deck, and I didn't necessarily feel like the deck needed it either, because you do have the Dreadnoughts providing like that little extra oomph. You know what I mean? Like that the blue cards usually provide. Like instead of like card advantage, you have giant Dreadnoughts instead. Is at least like the idea here. Pretty good lightning bolt. Damn it! I guess I should have needled, huh? Why not needle on explosives? Well, I thought that maybe the relic would be kind of nicer against Ren and 6. They did get me though, huh? Alright, let's play that. We do have the Mech Hangers. Just need another land though. Point up the 2-lander though. Counterspell the Nettlecyst, but I can start Mech Hangering. So this costs 4 mana. Yeah, let me just Mech Hanger. We get ice, I guess. Damn it. See if they find their 3rd land. They do find their 3rd land. Still no green mana for my opponent. They still need to name Engineered Explosives. Just take a turn off of Hangering. Yeah, Charm gets to steal here, so I think just playing another threat is probably a bit more important. Plays their land, passes. They have 4 spells in their hand. Not a very good top deck. I mean, I've got to... at this point, just jam, I think. I think Hexparasite kind of is a trap. I think it's generally not very good, but obviously has some potential. Whoa, I just hit them for 11. Okay. That's huge. Play this in case I Nettle Cyst, I think. Or plating. Yeah, this deck should be playing Giganta. We'll be playing Giganta. We'll be making some changes for next league. Someone pointed it out at the very beginning, and I was like just a little lazy. Should have changed it, didn't it? I guess I maybe shouldn't have cast this and just gave my opponent perfect info. Because the might doesn't really do anything here, actually. But I am going... Yeah, so I mean, the Mech Hangers have been really good this game, specifically. This makes me pretty happy about them. If they steal, then I just Springleaf Drum tap. I still get to attack them for 4. And then this is like basically a dead card for them. There are 2. I've got 2 lethal attackers. They've got 5 cards in hands. At least 4 spells. No, they actually just changed the rules. Apparently, I didn't know this, but they changed the rules that a vehicle cannot crew itself anymore. I wonder if there was like some interesting combo there that I didn't foresee. Okay, 1/1 shark. So now they just need one more answer to a creature here. I mean, it's just a chump blocker, but buys them a turn if they have anything. It was just annoying on Arena. I see. All right, man. We're 3-0 with like. This was definitely one of the decks I was the most excited about. I didn't really expect Dreadnought to feel this good. Obviously, it's a really small sample size, but I'm pretty hyped. This hand's gotta be a keep, right? Treasure Vault, Drum, Thopter, 0 mana. Now I have 5 artifacts, but so if I draw a 0-drop, I can play a turn 1 Enforcer. I've been following Texas, did lose power. Not this time around. Okay, we already beat Burn once. Come on, 0-drop. Midnight, let's go! This is also like something that I probably, you know, Affinity is really fun to play. Affinity is a really, really fun deck to play. Just getting to do this is always just a blast. A galvanic blast. Searing Blaze on top. Would Thought-Knot Seer make sense in the deck? Nah. I don't think so. And this is also why Affinity sucks. You just draw a bunch of artifacts. What flavor LaCroix? I don't know, whatever flavor Esther bought. I can't even like taste the difference in flavors. I don't really drink them that often, but they're like, I think they're good for the stream because I just get to like, you know, sip. The Double Canyon definitely makes racing a lot easier. Sending in, huh? So my top card is Nettle Cyst, which I can't play and equip next turn. Yeah, I remember Jim's Luxabot list. I think I'll just trade a factory for a guide this turn. Okay. So now I have to think, do I want to trade 2 Midnights for a guide? Taking 6 down to 7, or going down to 9, which is maybe not that different. How big is my Nettle Cyst next turn? It's pretty big. It's a 5/5. That's probably big enough. Probably big enough. Yeah, I did kind of think about Colossal Plow. I don't know. I kind of feel like that card's powerful but weird. Like, it's like to make use of that 3 white mana is just like, I don't really know how to do it, to be honest. Okay, so I guess there is a pretty big difference between being at 11 and being at 9. But if I attack, I am presenting lethal next turn, and it's really unlikely my opponent can kill me. Yeah, they can't kill me next turn. So they can't attack with both their creatures next turn because they need them to chump block next turn. I don't know if how well I articulated that, but they're dead on the crackback if they swing out, so they can't attack, so I should attack here. Maybe we should play at least 4 casts anyways, because most decks have better top decks. Well, again, the idea is that with the Mech Factory, that the Thought Monitor are really hard to play. But I do have, you know, I do have some of those drafts built. I do have some of those versions of the drafts, and I have like 5 or 6 affinity brews. Then this, and because it's Kamigawa is an artifact set. Of course, that's where we're going with it. Swinging their mixes did the 3 bolts. Yeah, but they only had 1 card in their hand, so they can't have 3 bolts. So last time I played this matchup, I trimmed a Dreadnought and then trimmed an Enforcer. I think I'll do that again. Yeah, the bolt could have been a critical hit. This is the first deck. I had a blue-white 8 cast list we played earlier. Went 2 and 3 with that. No, I haven't celebrated the win yet. I mean, Esther's just gonna walk in and hand me the trophy, but she's at work in the office today. She usually works from home, but she's going in the office like 2 days a week now. So I didn't want to take the trophy without her. Can we see the trophy? I would feel weird picking it up without her handing it to me first. But I've also picked it up before. Yeah, we did get the record, 76 trophies. Any consideration playing as champion? I think it's just too mana intensive. Doesn't crew. It doesn't crew the Dreadnought very well, right? So this is the turn 1 Frogmite. Probably keep this on the draw against Burn. It's kind of it does need to draw like another artifact land maybe, or maybe something. But we are on the draw. Probably need a race command. Yeah, maybe a mod wants to update that. Yeah. How much is shipping to Brazil? It's going to be between like $100 and $200 to ship, from what I can tell. I also commissioned a gift for the Menino Nay, and also the Ginger and Tutors. So I'm kind of waiting on that to get finished before I ship out. I might be able to pick them up tonight. I don't know if they're ready, though. What about 2 trophies this season? You're already at 2? No, only Pygonti has 2. Bolts the Frogmite. Okay. Well, hopefully we live to Nettlesis next turn. Yeah, as a way to thank them for not making me get a mullet. Exactly. Smash the Ornithopter. Well, it's hard to be too upset about that, I guess. I'll probably cycle this turn. Maybe not. Maybe I should save it. Probably should save it. They have 3 cards in their hands. I'm at 17. Feeling pretty good. Luris in the hands. Nothing to get back with it yet. Okay, so we get to go Nettlecyst into Dreadnought. The next turn we get to go Companion Crew, attack for 7, 14, just lethal. If you don't cycle, can't you double Companion? Yeah, I am. I was just kind of thinking out loud. Yeah, Dreadnought's actually been like very good so far. Surprisingly good. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be a little clunky, but this is why we test, right? This is why when you've got an idea like this, you got an itch to scratch. This is why you take the time to test. The germ isn't an artifact. No, it's not. So these cost 5. So I do get to go 2 mana, 2 mana companion, 1 mana companion. Use both of them to crew the construct. This will be a 7/7. After these come in, that's 14 damage. Drafts are up. Awesome. The 2 red flying artifact that makes artifacts cost 1 less. That card's probably not very good. There may be some like weird combo decks with it, but not one. But there's that effect already exists in the format too, and it's like already not very good. Okay, opponent, you got anything? They probably have something. I think Helix saves them too. What has got shot in the sideboard for? Ragavan decks mostly. Ragavan DRC decks, but you can also bring them against Hammer Time. Fuck. I totally forgot about Palm. Okay, so this hits me for 8. Down to 9. Their hand is Luris, 2 mystery cards. They would the 3 mystery cards would all have to be burn spells to kill me. How often do I sack Treasure Vault? It almost never comes up. But, you know, it's something to remember that you have access to. Okay, we're dead if they're bolting, right? If they're just immediately bolting me, we're dead. Okay, I don't know why they're taking so long to do it. I guess Skewer takes a little bit of time to... Dang it! Well, good beats. Game 3 on the play, though. Yeah, if I played the drum, I was alive. I know. Just blinded by the extra point of damage. Should have figured it out. Why don't you, we're gonna put Giganta in the deck, I think, over the 4th relic, or the 3rd jar. But the jars actually seem okay. Could play it over the 2nd needle. No way you ever play around that. Yeah, probably not. 2nd needle's kind of good against Yawgmoth though. I think I like a Dragon Claw or 2 on the side of a Relic or Needle. I mean, I think this matchup is probably pretty good. Our mana base is completely painless, and we're an Urza Saga Shadow Spear deck. But, like, you know, you just can't have a sideboard card for everything. It's also possible I don't need all these Damping Spheres. I wasn't sure how scared of the big mana matchups I needed to be. Alright, go to 5. Deck probably doesn't mold to 5 that well. But it does have, if it does Saga, it does mold pretty well. Guess I'll play Welding Jar out so I can regenerate Treasure Vaults, but you know their artifact destruction is usually 2 mana. Vicious Think, 2 months, appreciate you. Do you have a favorite brew? I came up with the trophy race. Boros Stoneblade probably ended up being my favorite. I like that deck a lot. 4 artifacts. Top card is a unfortunate copy of Mirror Enforcer, so I'm not going to get to make any Saga tokens. Was I supposed to artifact land cycle last turn instead of playing the Frogmite? Oh, I get to make 1 token. Sorry, I do get to make 1 token. Why no blocks there? I was thinking I needed to save it for Affinity. Maybe I should have blocked. Kind of more interested in blocking. Oh, maybe Eidolon's actually better for us than them, too. I'm not sure. We have a Dreadnought on top. Well, I get Vault over Citadel. I mean, I have better targets for their Smash to Smithereens, so this should be better. I also have another Vault in play. It shouldn't matter, though, either way. Okay, let's block the Eidolon. It's also spears, I guess. So if I get a Springleaf Drum, I can cast the Mirror Enforcer. I can actually go Dreadnought, or I can go Dreadnought into Enforcer. I should just get the Shadow Spear, though. Yeah, obviously, like, Shadow Spear is the, like, obvious play, and I think with the Welding Jar in play, this is the line. I just wanted to, you know, make sure that this is what I wanted to do. This Traxos is too expensive. Thank you, Blazing. Traxos is a 7 or 4 mana 7 power creature. Dreadnought is a 1 mana 7 power creature. Okay, no attacks is a pretty big game for us, I guess. Frogmite is also a phenomenal draw. They also can't Deflecting Palm here. They can Skullcrack, maybe. Okay, we win. Awesome. Are there any new cards from Neo? Yes. A Mech Hanger is the new card from Neo, which kind of in turn makes Dreadnought a new card too. I know this is a like 8-year-old card, 7-8-year-old card, but like it didn't, you know, this is kind of like a new modern card. Yeah, just a tad bit shady here today, I think. I'm ult to 5 this game, you know what I mean? Why is my opponent salty? Because they don't have an answer to my Shadow Spear, you know. Yeah, I'm ult to 5 this game. I couldn't make a first construct off the token. I just cycle companion. You know, they're just salty. I award myself the trophy. No, I'm gonna have Esther hand it to me tomorrow, but she's working from the office today. It's a 5-year-old card? I can't really. I really felt like Kaladesh was older than that. But it says, I understand why you finished last season with 75 trophies. Man. Okay, we are 4-0. We're 4-0 with Dreadnought Affinity. Yes, it was 76 trophies. Ham, thank you for Twitch Prime. Appreciate you. Let's get a prediction going for trophy number 1 of the season, huh? Prediction going for trophy number 1. So we're playing against a Lura stack. Are we legally allowed to mulligan this hand? You don't need one hit. And the map is too slow in this deck, I think. I don't think you want to spend your time mapping. Hell no. I don't know. I feel like it's not too bad. Definitely looks pretty good against the turn 1 monkey, huh? I don't know. If this hand's wrong, I don't really want to be right. Woo! Nice Ragavan. Opponent cast Crack the Earth. Cast Crack the Earth. I know you have it. Okay, it's burn with Ragavan, I guess. Okay, Bloodstained Mire on top. I'll block. Huh. I guess. Kind of far away from using these Dreadnoughts though, but I'll cast them. I'll get in for 4 as well. I don't really care that much if they dash Ragavan. Can I use Umori as a companion? I think I can. I lose it post board with gut shots though, and Umori is. Hold on, let me see. Where's the? Did I really? There it is. Umori is harder to cast because it costs 2 pips, so you have to double Springleaf Drum, and then you lose it off gut shot. Yeah, I think you just want to get them. One extra damage, I guess. Add a Yavimaya. I mean, I think that Yavimaya would just more often help my opponent's mana than anything else. The factories have also felt really good, I'll say. Like the factory has been, I think, stellar this league. That extra point of power is relevant in this deck with the Dreadnought, and I've been pretty happy with it. Probably a mistake for them to bolt when they did, I guess. Bolts me main phase. They have 1 card in their hand. They're also at 4. So they have to skewer the Midnight. So we put them to 1. If I drew a land there, I could have backhangered them. Master of Ethereum. Well, the idea is like splashing in color is kind of tough, but yeah, Master it wouldn't be that bad of an idea if you do end up going for a blue splash, which you can do. You absolutely can do. All right, so we've been cutting a Dreadnought and cutting an Enforcer in this matchup. I think I'm going to keep doing that. Yeah, if you open chest, you can get Neo cards. Theoretically, right? Gutshot versus Ragavan, not against Burn, not against the Burn Ragavan variant. I don't want to pay 2 life. Yeah. This I bring in Gutshot against like Grixis Shadow, Blue Murktide, Boros Stoneblade, but against Burn, they're just Burn with Ragavan. I'm not that interested in Gutshot. Any comments on possibly trophying with Consulate Dreadnought in 2022 Modern? I'm pretty excited. Be pretty spicy. Am I party people if I want to say 3 is the right number of boats? Not at all. Like I think you could be right. That is something I considered. But I also do think that like when you're testing something like Dreadnought, I think it is just kind of good to play 4 in a deck like this. Just kind of see how it is. I will also say that I actually think Dreadnought's been really good. I'm pretty happy with the 4 copies, but it is also true that we have had, you know, maybe just good variants. So you might say that there's a lot of ins and outs to the case. That's what you might say here. Pretty good hand we have here. House Nettlecyst feels like a lot of mana. I mean, I think Nettlecyst is really strong. It is possible that you want to like maybe split it and cranial plating a bit differently, but it also comes down and cruise Dreadnought immediately, which is a big part of the reason why I like it in this deck. Okay. So I might just Mirror Enforcer this turn so that I don't have to trigger the Eidolon. I can't do it all, can I? This costs 2 mana. I mean, Nettlecyst is so big. Why not play Saga turn 1? Oh, I should have played Saga turn 1. Sorry, I missed that we had the Springleaf Drum Thopter hand. I appreciate you not putting question mark, though. Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to assist anyways. There's not a huge difference between being at 16 and 18 either. If they have Boros Charm, there's a big difference. Everybody in chat with the same joke. Yeah, weird that the Burn player is not playing Besage. I noticed that as well. I noticed that as well, yeah. Alright, we're just gonna get our basic land. Just gonna get the basic land. Oops. Misclicked. So my opponent's just gonna die on the crackback, though. They only have 1 card in their hand. Boris said when you misclick. I mean, I don't know if you're joking, but I don't have a basic in my deck. So I have 7 artifacts. So I should just equip here, and then they can't cast any spells, so we should win. Oh, 8. Oh, it counts the Saga too. I forgot about that. Counts enchantments too. Should be game over. Do you have any bad matchups? Well, this is my first league, and we trophied with, so first league and we trophied. I kind of feel like maybe we won a basic. We did definitely get we did definitely get Field of Ruined and Bath this match. Hell yeah, man. It's pretty exciting. Trophy the very first league. Still not in the lead. 2 people have 2 trophies now. Taco TV and Pygonti. We got a trophy. Pluto 6 months, appreciate ya. Alright, now we're trophy racing again, huh? It's pretty exciting. Okay, let's make some changes and let's make some changes. Let me open these chests though. Maybe I'll go with a Tezzeret. But I think I do want to make some changes, and then I'm gonna post the list with the changes to Twitter. Because I think it's usually best to like post the list you think is best rather than like the one you actually trophied with if you wanted to make changes. Why no waste? I mean, I think you can play a basic mountain, right? Because there's like ways.